That's an interesting question. My first experience with the field station was in 1983. So I took a class here and it didn't look anything like this. None of these buildings were here, and the old dorms that students complain about were still very much barracks style. It was very different in physical structure. As far as what happens here, I don't think it's changed very much at all. It's the same. I mean, the technology's better, we have more instrumentation, but what we do is the same. So it's pretty much, providing this amazing field-intensive, hands-on experience.
For students of all ages to come and get a lot more hands-on experience with the outdoors.
And our mission is much broader than just marine science education.
Students are like, wow, like they actually live here. Like these things that you hear about them, you see about them, and you think they have to be someplace far away or remote. And you pull up a net and there's a shark, or there's a tropical fish or something that, oh my gosh, like this is actually in a net and I had something to do with it.
As a student, well, my biggest takeaway was this place changed my career path. I came here wanting to go to school to be a physical therapist, and I had a professor who taught down here for 20 years, and he convinced me to come take one of my biology electives down here, and it totally changed my life.
You don't care to protect things if you don't know about it. You got to get people to care and to realize why they should care if you want to protect it.
That's really what I want. I want that passion. I want more than just, I like science and I want to do something in science. I want people to actually feel it.
50 years is a huge accomplishment. It's half a century. And what this place is a group of like-minded people and universities that 50 years ago said, we need our citizens to be trained. And so they created this, and it's still mind-boggling that they were able to do it. 50 years ago came together and said, let's have an agreement amongst these schools, let's buy some land, let's teach these courses so that, and give our students the opportunity to tap into the expertise from all of these different schools.
Having the ability to go out to different environments, to go out on the monitors, to go out on the Parker, so onto an actual research vessel, that is something that hasn't changed, and I'm really glad that it hasn't.
Getting kids at a young age to learn about why it's important, why they should care, why the environment is so important, then they will take that with them to hopefully one day be more conservation focused and sustainable focused.
Scientists for so long have, stayed in the lab, they've analyzed their data, and they've published their results in their peer-reviewed journals. And who reads those peer-reviewed journals but other scientists? And it really doesn't very often then make that leap forward to citizenry, the people who need to make decisions, to act on that science. And I think that's one of the benefits of being here at the consortium and the field station and working with community partners and different school groups.
The thing that makes us so different is that we're often so university focused. It has to be for Kutztown, or it has to be for Shippensburg or East Stroudsburg, but this place allows us to say, I really am not an expert on sharks, really not. But I know people who are, and you should take a class from the experts. And so it allows our students who are part of this consortium to tap into the expertise.
You can only learn so much staring at a textbook, but unless you actually get to go out in the field experience it hands-on, like our motto, feet wet. I think it's definitely the best way to learn. And I remember so much more from that class that I took here that was 3 weeks long than I have in like any of my semester-long classes.
From pre-K to gray, as you might say, working to not only share our knowledge at a very basic level, but also to enact learning experiences where we are trying to make a difference. And that includes the Living Shoreline projects and the marsh restoration, the invasive species removal activities that we're doing, the beach cleanups, right? It's hands-on, feet wet, engaged stewardship. And so we know what's bad for our planet, we know what's impacting our oceans, and now we're actually getting out and doing something about it. And that is powerful, and that's meaningful.